What? I am here live with you, RVDebs. It is a surprise, a little earlier than usual, but be here later. So I thought I would start one now. Let me see, my hair is pretty frizzy. It's rainy day. Hi, Rose. I'm sorry. I should announce things, but I'm not good that way. Okay. Hi, Linda. I was wondering if anybody would be able to join me in the middle of the afternoon like this. Here. Hi, Colette. I'm just kind of hanging out. My cousin went out, which is good. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, not there yet. I am doing an impromptu surprise Friday um, live stream because I'm having some dinner with my cousin later, and I just thought I would do something different and do it, get it over with while I'm alone in the house. Um, yeah, it's just me and the dogs. So it's kind of funny how the weather is here. Really, my hair, it feels frizzy and kind of fly away. I kind of trying to tame it down a little bit. Thank you, though. Yeah, I don't have any makeup on. I just have some lipstick. I don't feel like putting a face on. And when I don't feel it, you know what it is too, is I don't have my own comfort, like my makeup mirror and things you're comfortable with, It's hard. It's difficult when you're, just visiting and you can only bring so much. Hi, Amanda. I don't think there'll be a live stream tonight unless, well, I just don't think so. Hi, Portia. Well, the reason I'm here early is, like I said, I'm alone. My cousin Max went out for the afternoon. Hi, Vanilla Rain. And it's nice today. It was very warm yesterday for me. Okay. Maxine likes it hot, and I do not like it hot. But it's been like it cooled down and the rains came and the winds came. So it feels really comfortable. And she'd probably want to put the heat on. Hi, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a surprise. I'm just sitting here not doing much. Hi, Bernadette. I took the dogs out right before it rained, and we really walked because this is a pretty big property, and we walked like around the entire property almost twice. And I thought, well, let me get the dogs taken care of and tired. And then it started raining, but it's just a nice light rain, but a very cool breeze. We're getting like a cold snap, which is so good because here a cold snap is like 50s. Hi, Boston Terrier Mom. Hi, Kimberly. I have really been lucky because when I left the Texas area where I'm from on December 7th. I arrived in Florida at the beach cottage on December 10th. And the next week, the next week, everybody in my family and many people in town, I think from church, we're thinking anyway, all got COVID. And now they're all over it. And now and then, Kathy went through surgery. And then they have the blast, this Arctic blast. So I lucked out. I mean, really, I could have been there through this. I left it all behind me. I've had a really good time in Florida, and it is difficult to go back, especially well, it's just such perfect weather here in Florida. Yes, I'd be running away, I'm sure. So, you know, you're thawing out, which is good. I mean, I'm really glad because we need to be thawed out. I don't want to live in my travel trailer in a Arctic blast. Yeah, I know, Vanilla Rain. I watch the news, you guys. I check weather. Some people don't think I check the weather at all. They're like, it's icy in Texas. Like, Yeah, I know this. Of course. I'm never the type of person that would just go drive home without knowing the conditions of the road. But I'm glad that you guys are thawing out, and I know it's going to warm up starting this week will be nice. So I'll probably arrive in Texas the following weekend. And but until then, I'm here. It's an interesting situation for me here. I mean, Maxine's wonderful. I could stay here longer, but I'm not going to. See, Amanda says it's funny that next week it says 70 degrees next Wednesday. That's very Texas too. It definitely changes. Hi, Greg. Everything's good with me. I hope everything's good with everybody. Okay. Um, Boston Terrier Mom says, do you plan on going back next week? You were really lucky. Yes, I was. That I missed the COVID and the polar blast. I'm thinking of leaving. In it all, I take a daily thing. And I don't have to be anywhere at any special time. But I'd like to get back there because I want to sleep in my own bed. It'll be nice. And so I'm probably going to leave here Wednesday. So what is it? Friday? I've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And so I am planning on going back. Now I just I even had someone send me information on a rental in Clearwater, which I called, and that's like 720 a month rent, and that doesn't include anything other than I think garbage. So I'm like, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to go where it's a little cheaper. So that's that. You have to make, what did they say? It's like you have to make at least twice as much as their rent a month. Anyway, I didn't wind up going there. And I don't have any furniture, and I got to turn the electric on, and they want first and last. It's not good for me here. I just can't do it. So I probably will go back to Knox City for a while and start saving some money. And I hope to get an apartment, a nice little condo or apartment place somewhere either in Wichita Falls or around Dallas or maybe Abilene. I don't know yet. Thanks. Thank you, Boston Terrier Mom. I do appreciate any thumbs up. They always make me feel good, and that means that you like this. Yeah, this is an unplanned little chat. It's expensive first and last, and then you've got to probably deposit on electric if you've never had it in the area. Boy, this light. I'm trying to figure out how I can, because this is the light, and it's terrible. It's over my head. So it doesn't look that good. Hi, Kimberly. She says that her sister lives in Nashville and they got 7 inches at last, at least. She can cope with it. She's from the Northeast. Well, it all depends really where you are. Knox City's, they're doing okay. Kathy was telling me they were plowing the streets constantly. She had never seen so much plows going up and down. So, you know. Oh, Jerry, thank you. You'll marry me. Whoa. Hi, Marion. I know, a little surprise live stream because I was just sitting here and I don't want to watch TV. I watched everybody's videos that I could watch for a while, and it's raining out. So I thought, oh, let me just go live. I don't know what to say, Jerry, but thank you. Wow, Jerry, that's a nice thing to say. Really. Where do you live, Jerry? I don't even know. A lot of the towns don't have the equipment to plow and keep the streets clear. Like in Texas, the main street was good, but those side farm roads are no good. So you got to be really careful, I suppose, when you're driving. Well, it's nice to know someone before you get a proposal. I think he's just being sweet. Oh, you're in Texas. Oh, okay. The Woodlands. I don't know where the Woodlands are. Is that like in the Houston area, the Dallas area, anywhere? Hi. Well, I'm glad you're taking a break with me because I'm taking a break too. It's been going good. Honestly, it's been great. I didn't go out yesterday much or today, but tomorrow, me and Maxine and I think her friend Debbie, who lives in this building, plus my friend Joan, we're all going to go do something. So tomorrow's a go do something day. But I'm pretty content to just be comfortable somewhere. So I am. And anyway, I have been where there's no plow, no plowing, and that's just so scary. It sucks for people that have to try to drive in icy conditions. Because I did it last year. I don't know if any of you remember, but I was visiting Amanda and they had a major snow last year. Just one huge snow, like 8 inches. It didn't last that long, but it was hard to drive. From the 3 hours turned into like 6 hours. Well, thanks, Jerry. I know I feel the love. I feel love from all my friends on this little channel community thingy that we got here. The Woodlands is close to Louisiana. I don't know. I really didn't know where that is. Hi, Sally. Yeah, Greg, I even got a proposal today. God knows. Anyway, that makes me feel good. So what's going on with you guys? Everybody staying safe and comfortable and warm, I hope. I know my friends in Texas had a few days where there was no electricity, which is terrible. And Kathy and Mark had gas. They have a gas heater in the living room, and they have a gas stove, so they could cook. North of Houston, like going to Dallas. Yeah, I kind of know now. What's over 6 hours from Knox City, Amanda? Yeah, I guess that's where he is. So you guys know where he is. What? Come here. You want to get on the bed? Come on. She was talking to me, but now she backed up. The wind is blowing. Oh, I'm glad you're home from work. I know Fridays are really nice when you work, for sure. No, I didn't do that, Fairy Desk, because I don't know him. But I'm glad that's really a nice offer, and it sounds like a nice area, too. Jerry's a lot younger than me. I guarantee you. He doesn't want an old woman. Google it, the Woodlands. Okay, Google. Woodlands, Texas. Let's see what it says.
According to Wikipedia, the Woodlands is a master-planned community and census-designated place in the U.S. state of Texas in the Houston-The Woodlands-Sugar Land Metropolitan Statistical Area.
Okay, now I know where it is. Cool. Portia says, Deb, I don't know what you're doing, but you look great. I like your hair. Take care. Oh, thank you. I will give my puppies lots of love from you, Portia. I'm not doing anything. I am totally, this is rainy hair, kind of curly and fluffy. I don't even know if I'm liking it anymore. I'm not going out. Lily's standing at the other door because I've got a hallway with her head poked in, singing the blues. Marion's here, Colette. If she's here, she can tell you how happy she is. I am paying attention, but did I miss something? Yeah, Marion met her darling husband online, just like this on YouTube or through YouTube. I'm not going anywhere, Lily. Sorry. Dogs. That's how I feel about things too, Lily. Lily was born the same day as me, so she's an emotional Scorpio. Jerry, how old are you, if I may ask? Everybody knows how old I am, so why not? Got a problem? And you know, when you meet somebody in person, it's not always the same. Yeah, Lily's pathetic. She's a stubborn little thing, too. Rosie's here, not sure if she wants to be upset about the light rain. A purr? She's got a, I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Well, 51 is not that young. I mean, it's younger than me, though. Well, she's already peed several times. I just came back up from going all the way around this complex about almost 2 times. And she better go when she has a chance. Hi, Patricia. How are you today? I am enjoying my stay. I'm glad I stayed a little longer so I didn't have to get into the bad weather, which I wouldn't have done anyway. I met my husband when I turned 50. So it wasn't, I didn't, he was the same age. I think it's a really good age, actually. I was happy that I never really had a marriage through my 30s and 40s. I was free and single. And I was ready in my 50s to be with one person, which, so it's a good age. I love my 50s. I can't believe how fast time goes, because you turn around and you're 60 and then you're 70, and it's like it just goes very fast. And that's one of the reasons that I take chances, because I'm not that adventurous now. I'm less, but I do like to try different things and meet people, and I do travel. I love to travel. I wish that I had someone to travel with me, and maybe someday that'll happen. Yeah, Colette, you got married at 22. See, I got married at 21, but it was the wrong person, and he was abusive, and my father basically helped me get out of the situation, and I went to Florida. So by 23, it was over. And then I waited. I've had a couple of other relationships, but I really honestly can say that I really didn't feel the true love, like I did when I met my husband. See, Boston Terrier mom said the same thing, that her 50s was her best decade. So people that are really young, they think 50s are old. I remember thinking, oh my God, 50, but it's like the best. And it can be the best. It can be, the best, and it can get better and better. I think if I was to find the right person to be mate with me and, hang out partner, It could be our best times because we don't have to work, and you know how much money you're going to have, and you do the best you can. You were married twice at 21. That was quick. 2 times. I hope the same guy. No, I don't know. See, everybody's got different. Like Colette says that she's in her 50s and she likes being single, honestly. And I felt that way. I've never felt like I had to be with somebody. When it happened to me, like I said, I met him at 50. It was time. It was good for me. Before that, I did have a relationship with someone for a couple of years, and it didn't last that long. Who knows? Everybody's life's different, Let's see. Boston Terrier Mom said I got married at 37 and my husband was 11 years older. And that works too. And, age is a number anyway, really. 2 different men, Bernadette. Well, that was a busy year for you. Fairy Dust, she says that I'm 55 and loving it, even though I'm falling apart, but I enjoying it. That's really neat. See, Linda says married at 18, still married 45 years later. If you're able to do that and you both live healthy together, that's so lucky. I wish that I could have said that. I agree with you not there yet. She says, better to be single than incompatible. Yeah, I'd rather be alone. It just would be nice if you find someone that you can hang out with and gel with and like each other's company and have each other's back and still be free, still have individual interests too. Like my husband wasn't into online or anything, but he was always happy when I was sitting in front of the computer and he would enjoy it. Yeah, Linda is very fortunate. My mom and dad were together 53 years. Yeah, that's awesome. Not everybody's that fortunate. And, like I was lucky to have Mark for a total of 14 years. So better than never have been with him, and I feel like there's more to life than, like Maxine doesn't ever want to be with anyone again. Like she's told me that many times. She's a widow also, but she has no intention of ever going on a date or being with another person. And that's fine, Exactly. If you can sit in the same room and do your own thing and be happy together, that's for sure. I don't think you should have to pick up after someone, actually. You accept, you tell someone, you show somebody how to treat you. So if you're with someone that leaves their clothes all over the place and you pick them up, then you deserve to pick them up. That's how I feel. I didn't have my channel cut yet. He asked me if I had the channel when my husband was alive. No, we were just watching one after the other, all the RV people. Anything to do with motorhomes and trailers. So that's how I got into it. But he got sick and passed away before I started my channel. Doreen, hi Doreen. She said got married at 26 and was together 34 years. That's wonderful. That's a good amount. I wished I could have doubled what I had. Boston Terrier Mom said, my husband has been gone almost 6 years and I'm not really interested in living with any man again, but it would be nice to have someone to go to dinner, talk, that kind of thing. Well, that would be good for me too. I don't necessarily have to live with someone. But in my situation, I'm not going to meet anybody in Knox City, Texas. There's just a lot of single people out there in our age group that are really wonderful people, and we all kind of deserve company. And each kind of couple that you are, you have different needs than other couples. Some people are sexual creatures and they want to find that sexual being with to have lots of, and somebody else wants to find someone to golf with and make dinner, or not, and not have the physical. And so there's like all kinds of compromises. At least that's what I think. Right, and Vanilla Rain says by the age of 50, they better know we don't want to slop. Yeah, who wants to? I wouldn't even want to get coupled with a guy that didn't have pride in his own wardrobe and his place and the kitchen. I mean, people tell a lot about themselves by just visiting with each other. You get to know someone. You know, Colette, you never say that, because my husband, she says that she does the cleaning for herself and doesn't want to add them into men's mess. Sorry, she says, but most men won't clean the bathroom once they are with someone. And that might be very true, maybe more than regular, but my husband was a clean person. So he would always, matter of fact, I would leave on Friday to go do an arts and crafts show with Kathy, and I'd come back Sunday, and the place was shining. The kitchen was shiny, and he had everything clean. So don't think all men are alike, because all men are not alike, and neither are women. Not there yet. Thank you. Yeah, and being financially secure is another thing. I wouldn't want to be with somebody that has less than me, because I have just enough for myself. I can't take care of someone. I barely can do me. Um, so it would be nice to have someone on an equal basis. And I don't even have any baggage. Like, I have no children and grandkids. I'm pretty. This is it. I got 2 dogs. That's my baggage, and they're little baggages. Boston Terrier said, I totally agree with you, Deb. It would be great if you could get out of Knox City into a larger metropolitan, and I think you'd enjoy it. And that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Hi, Dinner on a Dime. That's a neat. I like your name of your channel. I love my husband very much, but I am so done with men. God forbid something happens to him. I will never, ever look at another relationship. Well, that's what Maxine feels. And you're allowed. That's the nice thing of freedom. We're allowed to do that. We're allowed to not go with anybody. Kids are kind of baggage, though, aren't they? I mean, they're always your kid, you know. Not there yet. So I know a lot of men who are very organized and like order in their home. Yeah. So you have to be like careful. You got to be picky in life. You got to pick someone that's going to be okay with what you feel. That's the hard part, is matching up. I didn't mean that kids were bad baggage, but what you have at when you're 60 or 50 or 70. It's I just don't have any. I don't have good credit. So, that's a bad thing. Colette said, I may date someday, but never live with someone. No way. Never say never. Pamela Brooks says, I've been happily married since 1979. I would not put my husband through it again. You're lucky, Pamela. That's just great. Everybody's been through a lot. And if you got someone in your life like your husband, you do get through a lot together. I remember when I was packing up to get out of my home and leave Florida. That seems like years, and it is years ago. What is it, 6 years ago? Dinner on a dime. I think we often want what we don't have. Sometimes I just want to be by myself. I enjoy being by myself. I think a good marriage that you should both have times to yourself, actually. And I have guy friends. I love I love guys. I like women too, but I'm attracted to men. I'm That's how it is. Hey, thanks for coming in, Boston Terrier Mama. Colette said, I've been single for 16 years and had chances to date, but never did. My kids were young. And that's another thing. I didn't have the kids growing up. See, so we have a different, you have certain times where you're raising family, and I didn't have that. But I got around. Boy, did I go places. Yep, Pamela, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy best friend, someone that we feel close together and it feels good. Hi, Babu. I find Florida to be the best place to meet single young men in their golden age. I've been a widow 4 years and now dating a wonderful man 4 years younger than me. Perfect. That's perfect. I wish I could stay, but I can't. I think you should have 2 bathrooms too. I would actually think that at my age, I'd want my own bedroom. Doesn't mean that I wouldn't want to be in someone's bedroom cuddling and loving them, but I still want to be able to go into my own little space. Does that sound weird to you? A larger city. I'm trying to get to either in the Dallas area or Wichita Falls. At least there'd be people and a lot more things to do. And all men are not slobs. Exactly. You just when you don't just get with somebody without seeing how they are. Oh yeah, your youngest is 18, Colette. Well, now you're free. I mean, that's an adult now. Pretty much. You got here late. What? Well, I'm still in Florida at my cousin's, and I'll be here probably till. Right now in my mind, I'm thinking that next Wednesday I'm going to take off, and it'll take me a few nights, and I'm going to stay in Dallas for a night, so maybe 4 nights on the road. And then I'll get back there, and hopefully it'll be heated up, and just live my life, and I'll be just making jewelry and painting for a while and trying to save money and uh, get out of there, actually. Allie, hi Allie. Love having my own bedroom. Just because I'm married doesn't mean I don't have to that I have to share. Exactly. I feel like that. As you get older, you do need a space. Doesn't mean that you're not hanging out together and having intimate moments. Pam says, go for it, Miss Deb. There are people just like you looking for a dog lover, looking for a sweet, loyal friend. That's what it is all about, isn't it? A sweet, loyal friend, a kind-hearted person that treats you like they want to be treated. That's how I want to do it. I will treat you the way I would like you to treat me. And if we can do that, then we can be friends. Yes, Babu, I am not going to stay in Knox City too long. Hi, ZT. It's okay. Dogs are easier than kids, but they are a responsibility. And when you go places, it's hard to bring 2 dogs to someone's house to visit unless they are dog lovers or whatever. But I wouldn't trade them. I wouldn't trade them. And she's going to be 14 in May, and she's doing good. And as long as I have her, that's great. But after that, I'm only going to keep 1 dog because really 2's hard. What topic are you dropping? You mean about men being sloppier than women? Okay, Fairy Dust says, Been separated 18 years, but 8 years ago he had an accident. I remember this. I think you told me this. And is paralyzed. Oh no, maybe not. On his left side. Oh, that's a bummer, with brain injury, and I couldn't turn my back. So I've been taking care of his paperwork and supplies. Well, that's because you have a good heart. That's the truth. You think so? Pamela says that friends are looking for me too. I've been lucky though. I've really made some good friends, even from just on my channel. Hi, glamping. Hi, glamping, Graham. I thought you moved to Florida permanently, so headed back. Well, nothing's permanent. I'm not going to stay in Knox City long. I have to go back. That's really where my life is. That's where I can't get a vaccine in Florida. I have to go back. There's no doubt. Doesn't mean that I won't. I will try to find a nice little city. I'd like to be in either Dallas, Wichita Falls, or Florida. So we'll see what happens. I don't see, Allie, how I could stay in Knox City if I want to live a long life and be happy. I really don't have anything to do there other than my jewelry and my painting and family. We're all set in our ways by the time we're our age, but I can give and take. Amen, Pamela. She says guys do have to have sex to survive. Do not have to have sex to survive. Well, the older we all get, let's put it this way. The older we get, the less of that drive that you have. Doesn't mean you don't want to be intimate and have some sort of relation like that, but it's not the need. Now the need is to be comfortable with someone, someone that's loyal and honest and good. Bernadette said she's been single since 2000, but I love it. Well, I don't hate it. I'm okay. I'm just saying that after my husband died, it took me at least 4 years before I even gave it a thought. And then in this last year, now I'm really wanting to discover what else is out there for me. I did good in Knox City, for the time I was there. It's time now. Time now to me to have some fun. A mega church in a bigger city. I'm not going to be going to any mega churches. I will, Carla. I'm on a few lists. Wait a minute. I don't know what you're saying. Dinner on a dime. It wasn't nice that they said you want to harm children. Who are you talking to? I don't know what you're saying, but I don't want to harm children. And Dallas is expensive, but I'm trying to get a housing voucher that would help pay the rent. Anybody know what she was talking about? Oh man, I can't keep up with it all. Yeah, I think everybody needs me time, Pamela, and I'm good with that. Even my cousin and I, we're doing our own thing, and then we're having dinner later, and we're not like hanging out nonstop. Oh, you have 3 dogs? Yes. Maybe I remember incorrectly. If it had something to do with politics, sorry, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about at all. I don't know anything to do with that. I love my kids, and I have like 3 grandbaby boys that are I'm grandma to, and a new baby Sophie, and I adore them. Politics. I'm not into politics at all either. Hey, Bamboo, you know what? Thanks so much for being my friend while I'm in Florida. Sorry we didn't get a chance to get together. Thank you, Pamela. That's okay. I just didn't know where that came from. I'm doing the best I can to enjoy my life, and I want to enjoy it even more, and that's why I think Knox City was good for me for a while. It was very small. Come here, little small town, and it was good. But now I'm ready to go back to a bigger city. Do you want to get on the bed, Lily? No. Hi, Chuck. I am good today. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? You guys feeling okay up there in New Hampshire? Exactly, Pamela. Yes, we're on the same wavelength. I mean, it's just such a small town, and I know almost everybody now. And it's they're good people, they're family people, they're good Christians, and they go to church and they go high schools, and I just don't fit in. There's no nightlife. There's nothing. Everything's an hour drive away. You know, things are good. Man, oh pause. Ah, yes. So, New Hampshire, what's your weather like right now, Chuck? We got it's in the probably I don't know what it is right now because we got a little cold front coming in, tiny little one. Ooh, it did cool down. It was 70 when I got up this morning. Now it's 59. So we're having I love it. See, this is my favorite weather. And you talk to Maxine, she's freezing. She went out with a coat on. So the cold weather doesn't bother me. I mean, unless it's freezing, right? Hi, Carla. Carla, I would hang out at that diner and chat up with. No, thank you. No, thank you. Carla, I don't even want a cowboy. It's just not me. Hi, Lynn. I certainly am on a life adventure, and we all are in our own way. Please, you guys, give me a thumbs up. I only see 34, and there's 139 of you guys visiting and chatting and observing. So give me a little thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of fun. Not there yet, said it's a heat wave of 14 degrees. Ellie, that's the plan. Is I'm going to go back to Knox City because that's where my stuff is. That's where my friends are and family. I am going to eventually, like hopefully within the year, get into somewhere, a community apartment, somewhere in a bigger city. Yes. No, I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm not really a Texas person. So I don't really have that sports thing. I'm more of a Tampa Bay Bucks fan, but not even big. 10 degrees where you are in Colette, and she said it feels balmy in Canada. Saskatchewan. I know. Thank you for when you do thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, when I got to Knox City, and I'm Jewish. That's the way I was brought up. And I got to Knox City, and I never really knew anything about Christianity other than what everybody kind of knows. And so I took a lot of time. I went to Bible study and church every week, and I have found that I prefer not to go to church on Sunday. and not in Knox City anyway. It's not a bad thing. It's good for people. Whatever you need to do, you should do in life. I have my own feelings about it. If they're personal, and if you're going to live in a little small town in Texas and you don't do the regular church thing, you're not going to make many friends. Oh, I'll see all the kids when I get back. Yes. Actually, Chase has a phone. He calls me. He's the 11-year-old. 28 degrees in New Hampshire. It was an adjust when I first got there. What's the matter, Lily? It was an adjustment. And then I thought, well, let me learn about it. Let me learn something that I don't know, which I did. And I really was glad I went through it. And I know a lot more, and I don't know much, but I know a lot more than I did about, the Bible and the stories and how people live in the area. So, hi, Marilyn. Nice to see you. I just did an impromptu live because I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing one later because we're going to make dinner together, and I just don't want to rush. So I just did this now. What time is it? Hey, hi, Ace Carson. Good to see you. It's an hour to go shopping, to go any stores, to go to a restaurant chain, something, or fast food, to go anywhere, real doctor's offices and stuff. Most of them are, of course, in Abilene or Wichita Falls. Well, you'll be seeing them soon enough, that's for sure, Colette. Hi, Frederick. He said it's 28 degrees on the Ohio River. I've been on that river. Well, I haven't been on that river, but I did an art show facing the river. Hey, Regina. Yes, Carla, definitely. I'm so glad you're here. Not a Shibby. Nice to see you. Exactly, Allie. I did the best I can to fit in, and I when I'm there, I'm mellow. It's fine. I enjoyed actually going to I went to like 3 different Bible studies with one was men and women, one was all women. And it was good. I really enjoyed it. I just have gotten to the point now where I need more than that. Jersey Shore cold, huh? I don't know south and north. I really don't even know. And I'm looking at Texas. I'm thinking this is Texas. We're in the middle. Towards Dallas, or I'd like Dallas or Wichita Falls would be my first picks. I did put a voucher in for Corpus Christi, so I'm on list there. I don't know who's going to call first. Some people are really raised on churches, go to church since they're children. They went to Sunday school. I didn't. I didn't. So it was new for me, and I'm glad I did it. Yeah, I'm not leaving Florida until the roads are clear. I can tell you that. I've never been to Galveston. I'd like to see that area. Um, Robge, Robge. I don't know how you say that name. You're going to be going to Southwest Florida soon, trying to figure out what safe city to live in. Limited income. It's hard with a limited income. I can just tell you that. But all of the area in the west coast of Florida, all this, they're all wonderful. I do love the area. I have signed up for senior housing in Dallas and in Wichita Falls, Corpus Christi. Um, Not here. There was the lists are like 3 years. I'm not going to do that. Um, Hi, Sissy. I'm staying here with my cousin for the next, I don't know, till Wednesday, I think. I'll let you all know, though. Hi, Dreaming. Let me go back because I just missed what you said. Small towns are just as, I think it's actually better in the bigger towns. I, I was for the whole pandemic in Knox City. They didn't care about I don't even want to get into the subject. Here on in Florida, people are open. I don't know. I feel fine. I have met people. I don't know. I really don't know what to think about it. I have never been to Houston, Carla. I don't really want to live near Houston because that's even a bigger city. And isn't that where the hurricanes kind of come up that way? Wichita Falls said it takes 6 months to 9 months, which is the shortest I've been told. So I'm happy that's doable. I think you can be in church anywhere you are, too, by the way. What do they say? If more than one, if two are gathered in his name, you don't have to go to church. Some people need to go. Some people really need to have a little flock of people that go every Sunday, and then they all have their once a week Bible study group, and they all have dinner parties for certain holidays. I'm not one of those people. I wished I could have found something in Florida too, Allie, but all I found in Florida was very expensive or waiting lists for housing voucher type stuff. 3 years or they weren't even accepting anybody. I can't fight it. The dog groomer, there's no dog groomer in our area. I do my own dog grooming. Yeah, Marilyn, I agree with that. Hi, Hootie. Nice to see you. Exactly. Two or more. Spirituality is something that's personal. And I don't like that people in general tell other people what they should believe, or if they don't, this is what's going to happen, because those people don't know anything. Nobody knows truly what happens. I don't like the whole concept. And I gave it a good shot. I did. Exactly. Well, there you go, dinner on a dime. You have to respect people can worship in any way they want. I am open. I don't mind. Everybody can have their own way of doing things, their own church to go to. It doesn't mean that I have to believe what you believe. Yeah, Colette. Well, Wichita Falls too is close. My friend Amanda, I go visit her a lot, and I really love her. And it's only 2 hours, and that's not that bad. And it's a very easy drive. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't. That's how I feel, Bernadette, too. Pamela, I was raised in it. What were you raised in? I don't always catch everything. Hi, Mary. Oh, nice to see you, Mary. Oh, senior housing is for 55 and older, I think, or it's 62 and older. But you can get housing vouchers if you're younger, if you just if you're disabled or you just don't have an income or you're single, raising families, there's a lot of different help out there. It's just a matter of the red tape, and waiting. Like, where do you live while you're on a list? So I'm lucky to have my RV to be in until something comes available. Lola said that it's thawing out. I know. I'm so glad. Yeah, it's been a rough winter for the people in certain areas of the country, a lot of places. And one of them is definitely Knox City. That's how I am too, Molly. Pamela said we stayed at a very nice RV park in Arizona with people 55 and up. It was lovely. Only people and dogs. People and dogs are good. I am fine with anyone having any religion they want. Who am I to tell you what to believe? Just don't tell me what I'm supposed to be. Well, I don't even care that they think that they know all the answers. But they don't, it's okay. You know all the answers, but for you, not for me. Listen, if you don't know anything about this, if you only make a certain amount of money and you can check, just all you have to do is you can say Wichita Falls Housing Authority and it'll come up. Any city, even towns. So just do a search for it. Put Housing Authority after the name of the town or the county. You can look in the county. That's exactly, Marilyn, what I'm going to do is I'm putting my feelers. I've already got several going, and I don't know which one's going to come up first, and I have a right to not take it if I don't want to live there or whatever. But I do have a safe place, and they're looking forward to having me back home. I miss her too, and it's going to be okay. I need to make sure that it's not the end of my life sitting in that RV. I can't do that. Yeah, but ZT, people are getting their electric back now. So it's going to be okay. Texans are survivors. Texans are survivors, and I know they're going through hard times, and this was horrible, but they will survive. And it's only going to be a few more days, and it's going to get better and nicer and warmer. Oh, I haven't gone, Linda. I still have a few days. I have a hard time. I only groom Rosie because she gets thick, long hair. She's already getting grown back. And I just take it all off. So I can do that. Yeah, Knox City's fine right now. The Dallas area, hopefully. I've heard everybody's electricities. I think they're all coming back on now, but I don't know. Yes, I agree with that too. Carla, may I ask a question? Church is about Jesus. If you're Jewish, why change your religion? I didn't change my religion. Doesn't Jews not believe in Jesus? Some Jews do. They call them like completed Jews. So, it's just semantics. When I grew up, there was no Jesus talk in our house or in my grandma's house or in my aunts and uncles. So I didn't really have a relationship with Jesus. We thought he had our bloodline and he was like a brother. But now that I went and moved in with the Knox City area, I learned a lot more. You were born in a crossfire hurricane, Frederick. Oh, really? I don't know what that means. Fairy dust. I'm going to check Oregon by my cousin for senior waiting list. Also check out other areas I cannot afford. California. Most Californians are trying to get out of California, and more people are coming to Florida. It's packed here. That's why there's no waiting lists. A lot of places, they aren't even accepting new people. I don't know about Oregon. I'd like to live there myself. Me too, Pamela. My son is in, where's DIL? Are in Houston. No water, electric, flooded. Wow. Well, that's terrible. I don't want to move my RV anywhere. I don't ever want to pull that RV anywhere. Yes, that's right, Colette. They call them Messianic Jews, the Jewish people that decide that Jesus is their savior. Texas doesn't usually have this kind of winter. This is the first time since 1800s that they've had a freeze that lasted so long that things shut down. Hi, Barbara. How is Australia? You're in the summertime. We're in the winter. You're in the summer, which is interesting, isn't it? I was never really religious, when it comes to being Jewish. I didn't go to temple. I just believe in God. I didn't have, my family was not religious. You don't think I'll like it because it's very conservative in Wichita Falls? Well, it's still a city. It has everything you need. Definitely follow me. I mean, whatever I do, I'm going to share. So, and I can't sit still too long. I have to go do something. If I did get out of my RV and I'm no longer in my RV, I will change my name. It'll just be Deb's Journey instead of RVDebs. But I've been RVDebs for 6 years and I still live in my RV. So until that time is done, I'll just stick with what I got. And make sure y'all give me a thumbs up today because this is an impromptu surprise live stream and I really would appreciate it. Maryland, let me read what you said. The waiting list for senior housing here in the small town was 18 months before my mom moved here. She ended up moving in with me since I had 2 spare rooms. Yeah, that's good that she's with you. Yeah, it takes time, and no matter where you are, 18 months there, Pamela says there are permanent RV parks for your income range. Google search. I don't want to live in my RV. I don't want to be in an RV park unless I have a park model. That's different. I don't want to live in 27 feet. You know what? When I've been walking the dogs, I have doggy bags in here. I was like, what was that? Funny, your grandma said no Jesus talk. My grandma beat me over the head with the Bible. Yeah, see, there you go. Well, my grandmother was a kosher Orthodox Jew. They were religious. My dad, when I was about 5, I guess he wasn't into church or temple. Let's put it temple. And he took my mom and my sister and I, and we drove all the way across the country in 1956 to Los Angeles to get out of that whole thing. So I didn't grow up like average people. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, doggy bag in my boobs. Gotta have doggy bags. Yeah, I'm not, it's like I'd rather not live in a travel trailer anymore. Now it's gonna be a little while, so I love my travel trailer, and I'll make sure that, I either leave it there for like a guest apartment for Kathy and Mark and me if I come back, but or I'll sell it. I don't know yet. It's a nice thing. I just don't want to live in it anymore. I hope by the end of next year it'll be something that is the past. But if it's not, it's not. You have Maya? Yeah, I've been thinking. I talk to Kathy at least once, usually twice a day, just to see how she's feeling and check to see how the kids are and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Marilyn, I think it's wonderful that you have enough room to have your mom right there. Hi, RC Long. I don't blame you about not wanting to live in an RV any longer. For a while, it's okay, but it will be nice to have more space and a town to do more things. It's exactly right. I mean, the RV was super. I enjoyed it. I really did. I think I really loved living in it for about 5 years. This last year, when the water heater broke and we have had freezes that it's not comfortable, and I have a kitchen that's so small, and the bathroom you can't even turn around in it. I'm just ready for like living on the beach in an apartment was really nice, and I liked it. It's hard to be a snowbird unless you have enough money to have two places to live. I might be able to always visit Kathy and Mark, but I don't want to live there. Carla, you got to be kidding me. She says a pastor told me hippies don't go to heaven. See, now that's exactly the reason why I don't go to church. That was it. Hi, Angela. I think a lot of people saw it before me. I mean, I enjoyed like my trailers. It's not a bad place. It is, and I've got a good, comfortable chair, and my bed's okay. The desk that I changed really helped. But I like to cook, and I like a bathroom that I can lounge in, and I like a hot water heater. I believe that too, Pamela, one day at a time. And I do keep striving towards, something better for myself. It's not like I'm sitting there and not doing anything. I have done what I can while I'm in Florida. I've checked a lot about Florida. And, if you really do have to have good credit to go to a community here, if you don't have 600 score or better, you probably will be rejected. That's just that's the truth. So, apartment building. Now, maybe some aren't like that, but mostly that's what it's like. A house would be lovely, but it's I don't think I'll be getting a house. I don't know. Hootie says, you asked yesterday where I lived, and I'm in Avon Park, Florida. I thought you went south. You went north. That is why I asked about. Oh, yeah, I know of 27, but I haven't been on it. Fairy Dust says all religions are marmalade. A marmalade or man-made. Where did I get marmalade? Are man-made. I don't follow man-made religions. Just a personal relationship with my Lord Jesus Christ. But I am a sinner. I noticed the change in you immediately when you got to Florida. I hope. Oh, well, I'm still the same person. I just was happy to have sunshine and ocean and sunsets and palm trees and get to eat some grouper, yummy seafood. And that made me happy, of course. I'm with you on that, Molly. Religion's it's a choice we're allowed to make. And I really just feel like no one should tell other people what they should think. But that's not everybody. Everybody, I know that's their lot in life is to share it. Whatever. Well, Rosie's at my feet as usual. I don't know where Lily went. Oh, she's over on the rug by the bed. Vouchers cover apartments too, actually, Carla. I just, I gave it a good shot going to church, but I just thought, I just didn't like the control. And, I mean, the preacher's a good man, but he doesn't enlighten me at all. Not one bit. Do I like basements? I've never had a basement. What about basements? I'm a sinner. Yes, basements kind of seem kind of weird. Now we had basements in New York, Buffalo, New York. I remember that there was basements, but not since I'm a child. And every time there's a movie with a basement, it's always scary. I've had a lot of shrimp since I'm here. I went to Bubba Gump's and had two kinds of shrimp, and it was good. Angela, she says, I'm similar with different places I've lived. Some places I'm just not happy or feel claustrophobic, and other places I'm happy. True. Yeah, my shrimp plate at Bubba Gump's was called 2020. I guess I got 10 fried shrimp and 10 tempura shrimp with two little dipping sauces. Who's Joe who likes basements? Yeah, the meals they were good. It's expensive though. You cannot, I mean, I can't believe how much more money things cost. I mean, for the last 6 years, the only thing, once in a while we'd go to Abilene and splurge, but anywhere you go in this area, and especially on the beach, and I've been going out at restaurants, you can't eat under $20, usually more. Hey, Nancy. Florida's expensive to live, especially at the beach. There are cheaper places, around, but in general, when you go to have seafood, and you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay big time. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you have to pay to, look at the Gulf of Mexico, or, you know. Yeah, cost of living is high. I was just watching a video of this couple. I don't know how I got into it, but they live in the Villages, which is near Ocala. It's all senior living at its finest, actually at its finest. We used to go there like once a month and do an arts and crafts show, make a lot of money. Anyway, this couple lives there, and they gave the expenses of what it costs to have a house in the Villages in this community to live. And at the very bottom line, with everything, they put everything on it for the two of them: their house, their insurance, their expenses, their food, their electric, their lawn, and they needed like $2,500 a month, and that was without really much extra. I think they only said $100 extra a month. So I can't live there. I'm so glad your son is good. Thank God, huh, Linda? Yeah, everybody in Knox City that got the COVID virus are all back to feeling good. Thank goodness. No, actually, Carla, Knox City's electric is back on because Kathy told me that it's back on. I couldn't be in my RV if the electric was off. No, and the water was off too. Your husband and you got your first shots. Maxine got her shot yesterday. I can't get one in Florida because I have, my driver's license is Texas. Yeah, the villages. Well, I mean, we used to do. They have these. The villages is like these communities. They have very big homes. They have even manufactured homes, but it's all really nice. And there's a lot of. Everybody has golf carts. That's how you get around. And they've built special roads just for the golf carts. And they have town centers, and they do art shows in the center and have live bands, and the people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s are living it up. Actually, they're living it up there. I'm glad your electric's on. So yeah, I like the area though. I enjoyed doing art shows there. We always made good money, and everybody was always happy. And they have these fancy golf carts that when you go to a restaurant, there's like 20 golf carts lined up, and they're all like Ford fronts and you know Rolls Royce, and they just all kinds of fancy ones. The tropical therapy, by the way, being in Florida, watching sunsets and going in the pool was so refreshing, so good for me. Barbara, she's in Australia. She says, yes, it's been pouring for a week, but nice. Looking at all of the homeless in Queensland make you grateful for what you have. Some of them in their 70s. It's sad. That is sad. There's so many homeless people. One of my pet peeves is that all these wealthy people, millionaires and billionaires, and then there's people that need help to get off the streets. And they're not all drug addicts. There's people in bad situations. Anybody could become a homeless person. Hi, Willow. Thank you. Yeah, I just decided I was sitting around, and Maxine, my cousin, went out for the day, and it's beautiful, but it's cold, kind of rainy, cold, and I like it. And I thought, let me do my live stream early today. I'm always someone that you never know. I might just surprise you. I hope not, Colette. I don't know what's going to happen. I have a personal friend that might be moving to Florida, and I could possibly live there with them. I don't know yet, but that's future. Is there a perfect place? Is there a perfect place? I think I would be happy just being in a place that I could, you know, do some meetup.com where you can meet people with interests that you have and just go go to do different things. As long as I'm doing stuff, I don't really mind being by myself. I think that the villages do have a lot of rules. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you're here, Mary. I know it's nice to do an earlier live stream. It looks like it's even busier than my normal time. Well, it depends on the HOA in the villages are going to depend on what community in the villages, because the villages is many different areas, like fancy homes, medium-sized homes, mobile homes, uh, giant homes. So they're all different like areas that make up the villages. So the HOA, if you own your home, and like this couple I was watching their channel, they own their home, they bought it cash because they came from up north, when they sold their home. So they don't even have a mortgage. But I think they said that their HOA was like $170 a month, which is not too bad. But adding it all up, it seemed like a lot of money. Colette agrees. Yeah, it's hard to, my small town's sweet and all, but, Bye, Frederick. Thanks for coming in. Well, I'm glad, Angela, that you're here for the live stream today. I'm glad I did it. And it looks like it's a good idea because there's lots of people that are, there's a lot of us out there that are and or it's so cold out you can't go out, or you'd like to have a community, and that's what I feel like I have here. Is people getting together and just chatting about all subjects. The only thing I don't want to talk about really is politics and religion, and the only part of religion that I don't think anyone should preach their religion. I think we should all be able to just accept and love each other no matter what. And that's the way it is. Hey, Kimberly, welcome back. Pamela said we're in a gated community, high taxes, house payment, golf carts, clubhouse, pool, a lot of amenities only for the rich. Club community, HOA over $300 a month, or how much? Yeah, a lot of people have a lot of money. I personally don't, so I have to definitely find people to live in an area where we're living on our retirement, which is not much. See, I would be lost if I didn't drive, Mary. Oh my gosh, that's the one thing I have is my truck, and I can drive. Because I would not want to be stuck somewhere where you can't drive. That's why I have to get out of Knox City, because there's going to come a time when I can't drive. I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, just saying. It'd be nice if we could all get so rich that we could make a big, huge community. But the truth is, you just got to take with what you have. Some of us were better savers than others. RC Long, being by myself at 60 is okay, but it's always nice to have companionship. Small town have tendency to have a little bit more drama for some reason. Depends, I guess, on the place where you live, but it is nice to have friends and companions and people to go do stuff. Maxine, she's 78. She's got more friends. She's been in this building 22 years, and she's been in Florida like 50 years. And she's got loads of friends. She's always going somewhere doing something. I'm not rich or famous either, Nancy. I happen to really like being retired. Working full time for somebody was not an easy thing, and I worked for myself. That was the way I went about it. I have worked for people, of course, but mostly I worked for myself, and that's why I should have paid myself. If I could tell anybody anything, pay yourself out of any time you get a check for, like employed, to put a little money away in a special old age fund, for your old self. Yeah, she's 78. She does well. We have good genes in our family, I think. She's got a lot of energy too, but she can't walk too far. She has her own set of, aches and pains. But she does pretty good, and so do I. I'm not the best long walker, but I can get around. But I mean, my feet, I feel like sometimes I have a little neuralgia where my feet feel kind of numb. Oh, I worked until I was like 63. Oh, Colette, that's good. Thanks, Mary. Yeah, she does look good, and she's, she's very talented, and she's got a lot of friends. She's very close to her daughter, Lori, my other cousin, and her husband. And it's a nice thing here. I wish I wouldn't have left. Pamela said I lived in that kind of community. It was $200 a month, rented a house. Also owned $200. We also owned a lot of rules in the HOAs. I don't really mind sticking to the rules as long as they let me have my dogs. Well, 89 and walks a mile a day is amazing. And I want a bicycle too, Willow. Maxine has a really nice three-wheeler she's willing to give me, but I can't put it on my truck. I like being retired though, and I still do Etsy and YouTube, which keeps me busy and making stuff and selling it. So that's what I do. Well, I'm glad you got to come in, Pamela, and catch me in an early live stream. Hi, Deb. Bernadette said, I'm 61 trying to find work till about 64, but not having any luck. Really don't want to work, however. Yeah, who wants to work? Well, maybe I should start doing an afternoon one. But for the last, 25, 30 years, actually, well, most of the time I've worked for myself. I've either done arts and crafts shows, Renaissance fairs, and played guitar and sang. And in between, I did take jobs, and a couple of them lasted a couple of years. So, consequently, I say if you could do anything different than what I did, I would have saved money for my future, and I would have had Kathy doing the same, and we both didn't. Which, it's the way it is, That's what I do, Colette. I like, again, everybody, please check out my Etsy shop. And when I get back to Knox City, I'm going to actually start working really hard at putting some really nice things together. Pamela, that's a nice way to put it. She says friends are like lovely flowers collected into a bouquet. And I always think that our true friends are the jewels of our life. They are. They're the most precious things you can have. And by the time you're in your 50s, 70s, whatever your God gives you, you can count your friends on your hand. You're lucky. And I can. The only problem with my friends is they're spread out. They're all over the place. I retired. Really, me and Kathy both retired like in our mid-60s. The senior center in Knox City is closed. I mean, they just deliver meals to people, but they don't have places to go anymore. Nancy, she says, I'm 65 and have a full-time job taking care of my parents. But if it wasn't taking care of them, I wouldn't mind working. That is a good way to stay busy and make money and friends. '62 that's when I started Social Security. So, but I was doing arts and crafts show for a little longer, and then Kathy's husband Mark had a heart attack. That stopped everything back a year before my husband got cancer. So we pretty much stopped, and that's why I have no credit, and everything went kind of south for a while. Oh yeah. Bernadette, she says, well, I was a unit clerk, receptionist for 16 years. I'm trying to do clinical work, CNA or care worker, but at 61, it's hard once you leave your job, but I am Trying. Well, there's a lot of people here. Like I know my friend Denise. She does that. She works for a company and she goes and she actually takes a night. She sleeps over these people's house and takes care of the wife and the husband, makes them a little dinner. Cleans up the dishes, makes sure that they're safe. You know, that's what she does. But it's a lot of work. You have to help people up. Some people are in wheelchairs. You thought I thought you were 60, Miss Deb. I'm 70. I know. Crazy, right? It's a weird age, really weird age. So, and this lighting's bad. I can't even look at myself because it's such bad lighting. Yeesh. And I don't want to take stuff out of the truck. Like I could set up my good lighting and stuff, but that means I'd be schlepping up more stuff here. I already have a lot up here. I sold all my paintings, Pamela. I have a lot of jewelry still on Etsy for sale. You'll be fine, Colette. There's jobs. 56 is a young. I mean, it used to be 56, you were like a grandma. But nowadays, 56 is like 40. It's just, you're not really, I don't think people are considered old till they're like 85. It is. Being a caretaker it's hard work. Well, my truck's pretty loaded, but it's closed up. You know, I don't have stuff on the seats. Deb, I'm leaving probably this coming Wednesday. Kimberly. Thanks, Kimberly. Regina said a lot of retired people do substitute teaching, but since the pandemic, the sub pool declined. I bet everything changed. Everything changed since that. Hopefully, we're on the other side of it. Like maybe we'll be able to start taking off our masks by the end of the year. I hope. Be more positive because you're young. Oh, thank you, Pamela. You're sweet. Well, our friendships are like jewels, though. Think about it. Sure, we're cyber friends here mostly, but true friends, that just are so special to you. And I've met friends that from my channel that have become lifelong friends. So you never know where you're going to meet a good friend. 62 in September. See, look, you're young. I wish I was 62 again so I could just have more time. That's the fear, is running out of time when I want to do so many things and running out of time and not having a lot of money kind of stops you from doing some of the things because, it takes money to go out there and do stuff. Yeah. R.C. Long said I had the same problem in a small town in Minnesota. Just wasn't much offer for seniors. I'm on a fixed income and find once I moved to a larger town, there is more that I can afford to do. That's how I felt here in Florida. There's so much going on here. I could stay here 6 months easily, but I can't. I'm not going to. Yeah, I have to get back to Texas to get a vaccine. Hey, check six. Check six. Yeah, I didn't wait till I was 70. Luckily, when I got married, my husband, I got 80% of his, which was better than mine. Hi, Dirk. How's Michigan? I am a Florida girl. I mean, I lived in Florida longer than any other place. But unfortunately, when I gave up my place, when I sold my home, And I can't say that it was a mistake. It feels like a mistake though, but you can't go back. But I wish that I would have kept my home. It was a nice house. But, like I said, we can't change things, so I got to go forward. The coulda, woulda, shouldas are bad because I've been thinking like shoulda, I shoulda this, I shoulda that. Don't shit all over ourselves, right? Willow says, I saw on the news today a woman who was 106 and wanted the COVID shot because she had a lot of living left. She said, "Oh, that's so sweet. Life is good. You have to just keep going, keep plugging at it. Things will change. The more action, the more reaction. If you just sit there and don't do anything to help yourself, you don't do anything, then nothing's going to happen. So you have to, for every action, there's a reaction." Bernadette said, I don't have a 4-year degree. I only have a 2-year degree. Here in Colorado, you need a 4-year degree to sub-teach. Hi, Marcia. Doing your best to stay social distance at home. I like watching your videos. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad I could be here for anybody that was feeling lonely. And we're all in, when they say we're all in this together, that's probably not always true. But I really do think that we are all in this together. We will get through this. Yes, Pamela, I definitely plan on painting more. I wished I'd have painted more while I was here. But it wasn't, it just didn't happen. Yeah. Mimi, what are things you enjoy? I enjoy a lot of things. I love the beach and sunset. I love happy people. I love traveling. I don't mind camping. I like good food, and I like to try new things, and I like to see beautiful nature. I like to paint. I like to make jewelry. I like to collect beads. That's what I like to do. I like music. Well, I was having fun on the beach. The first month I was here, and I'm going to explain a little more after I get back to Knox City. Right now, I'd like to just kind of let things slide for a little while. But when I first got here, I was like frantic to find a place to live. And that was not a very relaxing moment, the first like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But in the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've really enjoyed Florida. I do like to live life. We should, we're here. When your eyes open every day, you're blessed with another day. Wait, Sally, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. I live alone too, so we have each other, and yeah, sometimes, you can like someone and not agree with everything that they're into, and that's okay. We don't all have to be exactly alike to enjoy each other's company. So I hope that the country can come together a little better than it has been. And I really feel like don't judge each other too harshly. I don't think I could handle a daycare screaming kids. I don't think so. But I could do that. I mean, I think I could have done it as a younger person. But now I'm at the point now where, and people, I've had people say this because I've had comments that are just ridiculous. But you gotta, that's part of YouTube. But people that say things like, you should get a job at Dollar General. I don't want to work at Dollar General. I can't stand on my feet 8 hours a day or bend and put stuff away. That's for a younger person, at least for me. So don't tell me that. That's another, our town only has 1,130. Yeah, some people really are good at teaching. That's really good. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about getting COVID, but I certainly wouldn't want to be standing and bending and standing because you can't sit. There's no chairs for you to sit. I don't want to work at Dollar General. Oh, I'm glad they're there and people are working and I can go get my stuff. And I like the people that work at the one in Knox City. As a matter of fact, the manager is a really nice lady. She's one of the people there that I really do care. I like her very much. We think alike. But I don't want to work like that. And when people suggest, why don't you be a Walmart greeter? I'm like, do I look like a Walmart greeter? Come on. Stop. Don't tell people what they should do. Try not to do that. I bet you could work in a department store like Kohl's because I probably are needing people. Yeah, I feel the same way. Check six. Ginger Rogers. My mom got a job with Kelly Services. She would go to homes of the infirm people and fix light meals, pick up prescriptions, do light cleaning. She loved it. But that probably wouldn't work in Knox City. I wouldn't want to do that. That is not for me. But that's okay. Like somebody's got to like it, but that's even if Knox City's that's not gonna happen, but I don't want to do that. You have a set of paints and a whole kit. How do I start? Start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Well, you have to buy yourself some canvas. Go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and pick up some whatever size you want canvas and look on the internet at pictures and see if you can paint something. It's fun. That's all you can do. Just dig in and do it. Colette said one of my coworkers is 73, but she should retire. She can't remember anything. Oh, poor thing. She learns and she has been there 18 years and thinks she doesn't have to do anything. Very entitled. Oh, well, that's sad. I just don't want to do that, Carla. So don't suggest my jobs. I don't want to work like that anymore. Right. I'm exactly not there yet. It's just not my thing. It's not my style. Agree to disagree is the perfect thing. Working a couple days a week, I would like work for Lee at Bud's for a couple days a week at the register or something like that, but I don't want to work like that. Yes, Molly, everyone tells us that's the thing when you have a channel, I don't care who you are, if you have a channel, people are going to tell you what they think you should do. And everybody has an idea of what's good for somebody else. They don't really know all the situations and. Knox City doesn't have a library. Hi, Bill. YouTube is a job. It's not a full-time, 8 hours a day. No, but it requires taking videos, editing them, and making a video. And it takes time. Yeah, Knox City doesn't have really anything when it comes to social things. How are you, Bill? Well, for you, are you talking about for you, Bernadette, or for me? She says, what about restaurant greeter? Put on a happy face. Nope, not for me. Not for me. Not for me. I don't want to stand up and greet people. Pamela. I don't want to greet. Just back from doing exercise. Good for you, Bill. Hey, I walked today. I didn't walk that far, but I walked around this giant complex like just about twice with the dogs. And that felt good. It was a little chilly. I loved it. Well, then you should put your applications in, Bernadette, and find yourself a greeter position because it would make you happy. And it is for some people. I mean, God, can you imagine if we were all the same? Nobody'd want to do anything. We'd all want to do the same things. I'm just at a point now where, I have to make it on social right now. Thanks, Ginger. I love doing beads, and that's work too. Is sitting there with a lamp, and now my fingers, I got trigger finger. I'm gonna have to go see a orthopedic guy. I think the snow well, I don't know where you are, but hopefully the snow is melting and the ice is melting in Texas. 55 and you want to retire. You have a little further to go. Linda, thank you, sweetie. We all need to have good things happen to us. And you know, I do the best I can do with what I have. I'm thrilled that I have my YouTube channel. It doesn't give me loads of extra, but it does give me extra. And I seem to sell my paintings, and all the paintings I've ever painted, I've sold, which most people can't say. So I've been supported by my family, my family, my friends, my subscribers. Yeah, it was nice. Even Kathy, we both said we're glad we're retired. People say, why don't you go sell your stuff at an art fair? Go do a craft fair. I don't want to. We did craft shows every weekend for like 25 years, just about every weekend. And it's a lot of work, and there's no guarantees, and I just can't do it. See, Bernadette, everybody's different. That's why there's people that do have to, that want to work at a certain place. I don't think it's proper to ask somebody how much they get paid. Sorry, but it's my business. Yeah, I've done so many craft shows. It's a lot of work, and you pay a promoter to do it to get your space. You have to have the display just right. They don't just let anything at arts and craft shows. And then you got to hope that the promoter brings people, or it doesn't rain, or the wind doesn't blow your display over. It's not easy. Fairy Dust says, I'm 55 and have diabetes and back issues and all the issues that brings me. I cannot work 2 hours a day, much less more hours. I'm very blessed. I got retirement disability budget. Yeah, luckily. I don't understand that either, Colette. Some people are workaholics. They just have, I'm not going to talk about anybody, so I'm not going to go on with that. But some people are workaholics, and they'll probably work till they keel over. Dog sitting wouldn't be so bad. Hi, Susan. Oh, the other night, that was Tuesday. We went in the rec hall. They had a $5 buy-in poker game. And I played. I lost $4. Everybody was so fun that next Tuesday, I'm going to go again to the poker party. Oh, thank you, Bill. Yeah, my channel's sticking around. I mean, I love my channel and my subscribers and even the lurkers. Don't matter. I'm good with it. I do, Colette. There's a lot of people out there. I'm glad that I could bring everybody together today. This has been good. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I like to take and put videos out twice a week and then 2 live streams a week. And I might be doing an earlier live stream from now on. I don't know. While I'm in Florida, it's like I can do it when I can. Wow. Yeah, I know some people that'll work till they're 92. Yeah, the poker party, it was 4 guys and me and a lady. And it was fun. Good laugh, you know. Well, I'm glad, Angela. Maybe I'll try to do like one early one. Lately, I just do it when I feel like it. And I'm not defensive. I'm just talking the way I feel at the moment. People tell me what to do all the time. Read some of the read comments before you answer. That doesn't mean that I don't mind getting them. Comments are fine. I read them, and I read them. Some I can answer. Some I just thank them. I'm not defensive, but I will stand up for myself, and whatever. And Angela said even one early one once a month would be wonderful, but no pressure. Okay, no problem. You'd like to be a professional poker player? Wouldn't that be fun? I would lose. I didn't really have any good luck playing, but I enjoyed the company. Thank you, not there yet. I don't feel like I'm being defensive. I'm just sharing of what my life goes through. That's what having a channel like mine. I tell you the good things, I tell you the bad things that's happening to me. And I try to be positive. I do try to stay positive. My Etsy shop, I haven't sold anything in a couple weeks, but things sell, and when I get back to Texas, I can do more. Yeah, the poker game was fun, and plus they served bratwurst and hot dogs, and it was nice. The people in this condo are really nice. I loved it, loved it. Yeah, we played like dealer's choice. We played 7 card no peak and 5 card draw. Fives wild. I mean, it was fun. Maya says after her husband passed, the 2 words I got more than anything was "you should." I know I get a lot of "you shoulds." Hi, Linda. All right, Linda's getting her shot. Well, at least he gets to retire this year. That's good. Wow, Terry. Terry, I wanted to thank you for that super chat. That is amazing and so awesome. You don't know how much that helps. That is really kind. And I hope I wrote you back because I think you're great. Don't ever think anything that other than that. You are super. You know, we're all allowed to have different thoughts and points of view. That's okay. I love you just the way you are. Thank you so much, Terry. Surprise. It was a big surprise. Yeah, I got some very awesome friends on here. I should be awesome. Hi, Miss Marilyn, darling. How you doing? You're awesome too. Yeah, like we just all should try to be as happy as possible. And when you're not happy, then try to find someone to listen to get happy, because you gotta keep positive. That would be a fun job, ZT, is testing out slot machines. That helps a lot, Terry. That really does. Thank you so much. So sweet. Very, very, very kind. Yes, I feel love. I do. You're having lunch at home? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I got me a super chat. Terry's my friend. Thank you. Carla wants to go buy a lotto ticket now. My channel has brought me so much joy, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally. I mean, all the ways you can have joy and friendships has come just having my channel. So I'm not sorry for anything that's ever happened on my channel. I love my channel. I do, Marilyn. I have great friends. And I mean, I do. I have met a lot of friends in person. My friend Joan, we're gonna get together tomorrow. She came to visit me in Knox City when she was traveling with her trailer for a year. She did like a whole year of travel. So, you know, you meet friends. People are good. I'd say normal, you know, usually people are pretty nice. I wish, you know, if I could wish something, I wish that I played the piano really good, because now that would be a cool job to me, is playing piano like at a restaurant where you could just play nice, sweet music and just, that would be awesome. I'm so glad, Susan. Thank you. Angela, thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm telling you, I feel very, very honored and very fortunate. Yeah, she went like all the way from Florida. She lives in Tampa area. She went all the way to Texas. She visited me for a few days, went out to Arizona, and I forget everywhere, but she literally took and pulled a trailer, a small trailer, perfect size. Well, there's going to be a link to my Etsy shop so you can see what Etsy's like. Etsy's just a really good place where a lot of specialty handmade items, art, all kinds of stuff is sold on Etsy, and it's usually pretty nice stuff. I think it's a classy way to buy stuff and help people. I have links to Facebook, Instagram, and Etsy on here. And I love my Instagram. If you haven't joined on Instagram, I put all my pictures go there first. Hi, Kathy. Oh, nice to see you totally, Kathy. Nobody smoked, Pamela. It was just a nice, clean, you know, no smoke at all. We can get a band. You can play tambourine. Super chat is, you just hit the little dollar sign and you can give what you want to someone that has, if you want, and it goes into their account for the month, which helps a lot. Yeah, Molly, there's a lot of neat stuff on Etsy. You know, so you can just search it for any item, and usually you'll find the very special stuff there. All handmade, mostly, like not a bunch of crap from other countries or overseas or anything. It's more people's doing their art and creating stuff. So yeah, there's links, and even from mine, you can go on and check other people. I do feel the love. Bernadette asks, "Did your husband have a sense of humor, or was he serious?" He was. He had the biggest laugh. He had a wonderful, big, huge laugh. That was one of the first things when he first came over to visit me and take me out the first time, and Kathy was there, and we sat, and he just barrel laughed. So he was fun. Fairy Dust had been locked out of Facebook and never been on anything else. YouTube is new to me. Been watching YouTube. Oh, Instagram is fun, I think. I like Instagram a lot because it's just a lot of art and paintings and food and people, and it's not a lot of drama, at least that I've seen. Well, the problem with Etsy, if you don't have a channel and you don't have people that you're talking to, no one finds you, you know. Whereas if I have something to sell or that I've created, I will show it on my channel, and that gets people to go look. I haven't had anything lately because I'm not home yet. Cat and Mark are doing okay, thank God. They've got their electric on now, and they're thawing out as best as, hopefully this week they'll thaw out and get warmer again. And Kathy's healing. It's a slow process. That's difficult. That's cool, Pamela. I mean, that's one of the things that I did like about church was the music. I liked singing and hearing the music and the songs and singing along. That was the best part of church to me. I think my favorite thing to do right now is TikTok. Have you guys seen TikTok at all? Let me show you TikTok. First of all, it says that TikTok. You can download it.
You can drink my pitch. One of the things I love about history is that
There's just all kinds of goodies.
I'd like to speak to my.
I mean, you never know what you're going to get on TikTok. It's fun, and that's what I do. As a matter of fact, before I go to sleep at night, I get on TikTok until my eyes get tired, and then I just turn it off. Fairy Dust says, Deb, I've been through so much in the past 21 months. I believe YouTube came to me, and I'm so grateful to have come across your channel. Oh, thank you. Aw, well, you know what? We go through things so much in our lives. It's good to have a place to feel good. Oh, the animals on TikTok are great. And if you like one of them, you can follow them so that every time you go to your own follow, who you follow, all of their stuff comes up. You do the same thing as me, Marilyn? Yeah. Angela says the same thing. See? And if you're like by yourself or there's nothing going on, TikTok, it's like so fast. And if you don't like what they're saying, you just swipe up, Super chat goes into YouTube's when your AdSense pays you. The way it goes on YouTube, it's on the 21st of every month. If you've earned enough views and people watch ads, if you have accumulated at least $100, then you get on the 21st you get paid, and Super chat goes into that money. So it really can help you because If you haven't made a lot of money for AdSense, it kind of puts you over the edge and helps you get that threshold or above it. So, and now PayPal goes into your own bank account, which is a better way to get money, but both are really good. It works really good. Thank you, Diane. How you doing, sweetie? I hope you're all healed up from your fall. Yeah, drag queens and animals and people doing their political crap. But if you don't want to hear it, just swipe. Really, and so it's not for children. I do not think TikTok should be for children at all. Linda said I had a hard time getting an appointment for the first shot, which I'm going to be able to visit my granddaughter. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got your first shot. Yeah, in order for you to be a partner and make money on YouTube, you need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched during I think it's during a month. At least I believe that's what it is anyway. Thank you, Colette. Well, you guys, we've had a long chat here today. And I didn't see it was impromptu. I just felt like visiting and talking to you guys and reading what you have to say. You just took another fall? Oh no, Diane. Oh my gosh, what happened this time? I'm so sorry. I love blown glass beads. Yes, I've seen them and I've had a few. If beads are, oh man, I have a thing for crystals and beads, especially glass, really good beads. Yeah, I'm all on that. If there's a bead show, I go to it. You know what, Marilyn, go into your analytics though, because you might be able to like join the AdSense partners just by doing that. No, Linda, I don't think I'll be coming back tonight, sweetie. That's why I did it earlier. I'm gonna have we're having some salmon dinner together. I'm just gonna hang out with my cousin. TikTok's like 30-second videos, and it's just very, very artistic people, very creative people, and funny people, weird people. It's just fun. It's one after another. And you can just swipe them. If they don't interest you, just swipe them. If you like somebody, you can follow them. Try it. Up to 1 minute? Yeah, depends, I guess. Yeah, up to 1 minute. And then some people have live streams. Yeah, I think you have to have 1,000 followers. I'm on there too, by the way. Well, you guys, I'm going to say goodnight because I have to use the restroom, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and a good weekend. Thank you, Linda. I'm so glad you like that. The necklace. Yep, there's all kinds of stuff. Check it out. Thank you, Fairy Dust. Adios, friends. Peace out. I love you all. I really appreciate you. And thank you, Terry, for making this very special for me tonight.